No one gives a fuck in 10 years' time how you want it. Why are you not running your car down his throat? Like, move, bitch, get out the way. And however the rest of the song goes, right? That's not what any driver wants. You're wrong, Lando. Lando Norris really have what it takes to be a world champion? Find out in the comments below. Welcome back, guys, to another video of race number 1. If you enjoy the content, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and also give this video a thumbs up. We saw in Monza, he got outfoxed by Oscar Piastri going into the second chicane. And he's come out and said comments about, oh, if I didn't brake, then we would have crashed. Yeah, also, pay attention. Like, what is going on? Obviously, we saw, this is the repercussions of Hungary. Right? And this shows, perhaps actually Lando was right to not give up the lead in the beginning of Hungary. And I know there was team orders at the end. But why isn't there team orders now? There was team orders to protect and give Oscar a false win. Like that, for Oscar, that must have been a horrible win. That wasn't really a real victory. Your teammate was like 5-6 seconds ahead of you, and eventually the team asked him to slow down so you can get past. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Now, going back to Monza and what happened, why did they not allow Lando Norris to get ahead of him for more points? Why? Because Oscar is also a #1 driver at McLaren. And this is the one thing that no one's talking about. Oscar's contract must state that he is the #1 driver. Whichever team he goes to, he will be the #1 driver. And this is what's causing all of the issues. Lando's come out stating that he will not beg to receive special treatment or favouritism over another driver, as that's not what any driver wants. You're wrong, Lando. What any driver wants is to win the World Championship by any means necessary. Do not think for 1 second that if you have an option of winning it and not winning it, and the only thing was that you got some team orders to support you, like similar to what Max has, or in the past, definitely what Lewis has had in the past with Valtteri Bottas, and lo and behold, exactly what Michael Schumacher had with Rubens Barrichello. Like, duh, are you silly? What's going on, Lando? You need to now start stamping your feet and saying, this is what you want. You want Oscar to support you. You want him to be your running back. But no, it's not going to happen. The difficulty is that Oscar could still actually win the championship himself, mathematically. So Oscar's still fighting to try and win the championship himself, and he hasn't been told otherwise. But no decisions, no actions from Zach Brown, and this is what's happening. This is what's happening. I don't think Lando's got that grit between his teeth. I just don't think he's got it. I really don't. I don't think he's got the grit between his teeth. He's too nice, he's too this, he doesn't want to come across arrogant or this, that and the other. But where's your nasty streak? Like, all world champions have a nasty streak in them. And I'm not sure whether Lando has got that. I'm not sure he's got that ruthlessness in him. I just don't see it. I do not see it. Oscar, brilliant. Oscar is spiteful. You can tell he's spiteful, and he means venom. Every time he steps onto that grid, he means venom. It is war. He doesn't care who you are. You could be Max. You could be Lewis. He will come for you. But Lando, I feel he just doesn't have that grit about him. You should be so pissed off with the team and also with Oscar that you marched into Zach Brown's office this week and said, Zach, fucking prioritise me. Get me this world championship. End of. And then walked out. End of. Deliver. Get me this world championship. I'll get you the constructors. Simple. But I doubt that happened. I really doubt that was the conversations that was going on this week at McLaren. Nonetheless, he just doesn't feel, to me personally, I just don't feel he's got that spite in him. I really don't. I think he's too blasé about things. I don't think he's got the spite in the venom that Oscar. We've seen it with Oscar. Oscar means business. No matter who he goes up against, Oscar wants war. And drop in your comments below, what do you think about Lando Norris? Has he got enough spite in him to get this championship over the line? Should he be fighting more for the team to give him team orders? Doesn't matter how they won it. They just want their name on that championship. And that is it. Simple. No one gives a fuck in 10 years' time how you won it. Or in 15 years, 5 years, 6 years. No one cares. Look at Max Verstappen and what happened in 2021. All right, it's a talking point, but he's still a champion. On paper, he's still a champion. No one can take that away from him. At least he admits he's got stuff to work on, right? I suppose that's one good thing. That's not a flaw. That's a positive for him. At least he admits he's got stuff to work on. But for God's sake, Lando, please.